Hey, what's up? Today we're gonna watch the Dragonflight Legacies as well as the Dragonflight the pre-patch survival guide. All right, so we're gonna watch both of those in this one video. I didn't want to make them into two videos because it's both Dragonflight videos, so just do it all in one video. So let's go and start with Dragonflight Legacies, Chapter 1. Here we go. Where's this at? Is that Nozdormu? Nozdormu? I think that's how you say his name.
This place holds many mysteries, but few answers.
Stop there! Who are you?
The Mythril.
One who would be your guide. Tell me, what do you remember from before?
She's a Drac there?
My general. A fierce battle. And then I was imprisoned in darkness.
But now, you are free.
Is that supposed to be Deathwing?
What are you?
I know Deathwing made
There
the
is
Drac.
much I would show you to prepare you for the challenges that lie ahead.
Legacies, Chapter 1. Alright. Is that Northrend?
This place. So strange. Where are we?
Where is less important than when. Many thousands of years ago, when our world was young, Azeroth was home to the ancestors of dragons.
Oh, get the proto
Primitive
dragons.
beasts ruled by primal instincts. Yet, there were a few in whom the spark of intelligence was lit, who thought, spoke, and felt more deeply than the rest.
What does this have to do with me?
Were it not for them, your people would not be. From these proto-dragons, there arose the monster, Galakron.
Here we go. The big boy Galakron. Dude, look at those eyeballs.
Whose insatiable hunger would have consumed us all.
He looks so good.
When the fate of our kind was at stake, we five overcame the instincts of fear and self-preservation and united to battle the Leviathan.
So big.
So, you were one of these.
They're not going to show him shove a rock down his throat to kill him?
For our bravery,
Too goofy?
risking everything to save the world, we were granted a gift of the Titans, transformed into something greater.
Bigger wings.
Together, we became the Aspects, leaders of the Dragonflights,
Cool.
the protectors of Azeroth. In time, we took on visages like this to better commune with the younger races.
Why have you shown me this?
I am Nozdormu. I was aspect of the Bronze Flight. It is my fate to see all of time. But now a threat to our world approaches. An ancient enemy has returned. You will play a part in the events
Who is
to
it?
come.
Who's the ancient
and you'll
enemy?
have to make a difficult choice, as we did.
I am not like you.
No. My story is already written, but yours and that of all Drakthir is only beginning to unfold.
All right. Cool. So that was pretty awesome. So we got, Norse Dormu, and he's talking to, what was her name? Emethral? Oh, Emberthal. That's easy to say. I was reading that wrong the first time. Emberthal. Okay, so got over the first battle. So that was really cool to see Galakron. Where's he at? He looks crazy, though. Come on, it's right there on the thumbnail. There he is. Gosh, Galakron looks so cool. I want to see more of Galakron. That'd be really awesome if they do resurrect him, and then there's more old god stuff, because that's the stuff I love in World of Warcraft, is all the old god stuff. With Battle for Azeroth, man, like when we got Nyalotha in one patch, like I really thought that was leading up to Old God expansion, and then it just went like just one patch of Nyalotha. So I hope this leads to more Old God stuff and Galakron and him getting resurrected. That's really cool. And then with Norse I can't talk. Norse Dormu? With him turning into Morozond and the Infinite Dragonflight. All this stuff is really interesting to me, and I'm really excited and hopeful that the story will be somewhat good in this. Got a fly flying around. So yeah, this was a really cool video. I thought it was I love these art this type of video. I forget what they're called, but I think this one's called Legacies. There was like the Harbingers and the Warbringers. I know Shadowlands had some too. So I like these videos. They should make more for sure. Obviously they are, since this one's chapter 1. There's going to be multiple chapters. So, yep, cool video. Looking forward to that. Let's check out the next one. All right, so now we are at the Dragonflight pre-expansion patch survival guide. So let's give this a play and see what's coming up. So loud.
Welcome to the World of Warcraft survival guide for the Dragonflight pre-expansion patch. The next major
Hazel?
content update coming to World of Warcraft.
Sounds like her.
I'm Hazel.
It is.
I'm Nagura.
And I'm Sea-Doo.
Oh, they got
We'll be your guides as you
Hazel,
return to
Nagura,
Azeroth to
and
experience
Sea-Doo
the prologue
doing this.
events
That's
of
pretty cool.
Dragonflight. Take your first steps on the Dragon Isles
All
and meet
right.
an all-new race and class, the Drakthir Evoker.
Gosh, these
The
places look
pre-patch
so
will
cool.
be coming in 2 parts. The first phase is starting soon, and the second phase will follow a few weeks after. The first phase introduces a fresh new talent design for all classes, expanded class choices, an updated user interface, rated solo shuffle and PvP, and newly free barbershop services. When you log into the Dragonflight pre-expansion patch, you're going to see an all-new talent system for every class. Whether you're a fearsome druid, a deadly
awesome.
hunter, or a demonic warlock, your class talents have been
Talent system is so cool. Like, I'm so glad they went away from the old way of putting in like the 6 talents that you got. Like, that was so annoying when they switched to that. Glad there's talent trees. I know a lot of them are pretty pointless and kind of force you down a certain way, but I think there can still be some really cool work with the talent trees, and I'm really excited to see where they go. I messed around with the talent trees a little bit in beta, and they're pretty cool. Some of it is like, oh, okay, well, you have to do this, and you have to get this spell, obviously, or else, you know, you're not going to be any good. But the options and the future of where talent trees could go is awesome. So I'm excited for that.
Redesigned from the ground up to give you more choices in how you play your character than ever before. All characters' talents have been reset, so you can get started selecting spells and abilities, and you can now save your selections, share them, and import talent loadouts right there in the talent window.
That's so useful.
Dragonflight is going to include a maximum character level of 70, so don't forget that 10 more levels and...
There is one thing I noticed when I was messing around with the talents is when you saved like a talent build on like your monk, and then you go log on to another one of your monks, like for some reason you can't like just access that build across all your characters. You kind of have to save that build and then input it into the other character like manually. I wish it would kind of like be account wide, all the different trees across the classes. Obviously, like it'd be weird to save a monk tree and load it through your like a pally. You couldn't do that. So I hope they do that. It'd be nice if you could just log from one monk to the other and then just select the same loadout.
And 10 more talent points are coming with the launch of Dragonflight. For the talent system, everyone will log in with a preset starter build so they don't have any interruptions to their gameplay. But they can re-customize it and create loadouts to suit their playstyle. Along with the updated talent systems, 3 classes are now available to all races. Any race can now be a mage, a priest, or a rogue. Yes, at long last, you're free to be a Tauren mage, or an orc priest, or a Draenei rogue. I'm
goofy,
especially looking forward to seeing all of the High Mountain Tauren rogues. Or not seeing them. They've got this.
The user interface has seen a major update, and it now includes a fully customizable heads-up display. You can select edit mode in the game menu to bring up the full range of options for every element on the
Dominoes
screen.
and bartender.
And that includes a couple of default presets that you can choose to make
I
your
like that. I
layout
messed
a
around with
crisp,
it a little
new
bit.
modern look, or switch back
think
to
it
the
looks really
classic
good.
look you know and love.
I think they gotta put
UI
that silver
update comes
dragon
with
back
several
on
new
the.
accessibility features,
on there,
including
though, right?
additional options for targeting and interacting with game elements, and additional support for gamepad-type controllers. The pre-expansion patch
cool.
is a PvP off-season, but player versus player action is in full swing. In addition to an updated talent system and PvP talents for all classes, you can now queue for rated solo shuffle. If you haven't tried solo shuffle yet, it's a PvP brawl available in the PvP Finder, and you don't need a group to join.
That gives me a reason
Previously,
to PvP.
there was no PvP rating considered, but now, the rated version of Solo Shuffle is available, so you can solo queue and find out what it's like to join teammates and take on opponents who are closer to your skill level.
I like that. I know there was no rated solo shuffle for a while, but I did solo shuffle here and there, and it's so much nicer just to queue in and not have to look for a team. I don't know. I just think it's annoying to try and find a group sometimes, so it's easy just to log in, queue in for a couple games, then log out whenever you can and whenever you want. So that's an awesome change.
If you find yourself in a solo shuffle with me, good luck, you're gonna need it. If you're a frequent customer at the barbershop, we have some great news. Those services in World of Warcraft are now free to all players.
Awesome.
The barbershop used to cost some gold, but that's no longer the case. You can hit the randomize appearance button like crazy, try out your new look, and if you realize you don't like it, come back and
Nothing
try
bad
something
about
different
that, but
for
I don't
free.
think it deserved the whole segment.
In the second phase of the
but
pre-expansion patch, you'll create and start leveling a new race, the Drakthir.
An ancient race of humanoid dragonkin, the Drakthir are shapeshifters who go from a draconic form to a humanoid visage and back as they wield the magic of all 5 dragonflies.
I think they look cool. I think they need to be a little bulkier. I think they need to be at least as big as a Tauren, right? Like the option to make it giant would be so cool. Yeah, there's no reason not to. All they would have to do is just, well, maybe I guess make different skeletons. But I don't know. I think it'd be. I think they would look better as a little bit bigger, but that's just me. It's fine. The Drakthir, I love dragon flying or whatever it's called, dragon flighting. I love the dragon riding. That's what it is, right? I do love the dragon riding. I played Dracthyr a little bit because I got beta a couple weeks ago before patch came out. So I played Dracthyr, and they're a fun race. You get to fly around. You get a glide. Cool. Very cool.
You'll start in a newly rediscovered Forbidden Reach, where long ago Dracthyr trained as soldiers of Neltharion, before you move on to join either the Alliance or the Horde. All Dracthyr characters belong to a new hero class, the Evoker. Evokers were a male and choose between two specializations, Devastation and Preservation.
I think the class is a little clunky. I think the range is a little too short. I know they changed it recently. Maybe I should take a look and see if they fixed that. But last time I played, I thought the class was pretty fun to play, but the range was just a little weird and weird, funky, especially as like a healer. When you're standing in the group of range and you can't reach the melee, but the other healers can. It's just a little weird. So I hope they change that, and maybe I'll play Evoker. I really enjoy playing a new class when they release them. And MoP, I played Monk when it came out. In Legion, I played Demon Hunter for most of the expansion, or for most of what I played in the expansion. But I would love to play Evoker. So I hope they maybe change that. But yeah, cool class, a lot of cool spell effects. I like it.
The Devastation Evoker is a ranged magic-using damage dealer who focuses on the powers of the red and blue Dragonflights, while the Preservation Evoker is a healer who calls upon the abilities of the Bronze Dragonflight to manipulate time, as well as the magic of the Green Dragonflight to heal. Evokers use a new type of spell called Empower. By holding down a button, you'll charge up a spell, causing it to do more damage or hit more targets. After a spell has been fully empowered, you have a little time to keep holding it and release it when you're ready.
That's awesome.
After a few seconds, if you're still holding it fully empowered, the spell will cast automatically.
I like that spell. I like the idea of it. The idea of it. It felt a little weird, like holding the button down and then letting go. I know there is an option in the settings. I haven't messed around with it yet, but there's an option where you can just hit the button and then it starts charging without you holding it down. And then when you want it to release, then you hit the button again. And I might prefer that over the other. So there's that.
Also coming soon,
cool spell though.
Pre-expansion events will start with the max level revamp of the Uldaman dungeon
pre-expansion.
and the arrival of elemental storms in select zones.
And
the storms infuse local creatures with additional powers, making primalist world bosses appear. And as you know, invading elementals and primalists
World bosses
must
are fun.
be defeated.
This is one thing I still don't know why Warcraft hasn't changed. I still don't know why they haven't changed this. I feel like world bosses should just be their own raid. I should just, like, you zone into it. The whole, like, world boss, like, everyone, especially the first few weeks, is just, like, lagging down the zones that those world bosses are in, and it's so annoying, and I don't know why they can't just put that boss in an instance zone and then you zone into there and fight it, kind of like how those invasions worked on Argus, the great invasions and the normal invasions, how you just zoned in, and if a group was already like doing the invasion, you just zoned into that same group and finished it off with them. Like, I wish you could just zone in, and each like one had like a 30-40 man limit so that you wouldn't just destroy the instance. But I don't know why they just can't do that. I don't like the world bosses being in the zones. That's just me though. I I feel like it'd be a better idea to make it instanced.
The Dragonflight pre-expansion patch is coming soon, and then shortly after, you'll be able to create your own Drakthir evoker and fight back the invading storms. Keep an eye on worldofwarcraft.com for more on this and other upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Azeroth.
November 28th. The first part of the patch is out now. I've messed around with it a little bit, not too much though. And the second part comes out November 15th, I believe, and that's with the Drakthir, so I'm looking forward to that. I might actually level up another Drakthir on beta just to kind of get the hang and play around with it and see if they fixed any of the issues that I had with it before. But I'm kind of excited for this. I was really excited when they announced it, and with some of the things I saw, it looked good, and then I got bored with the game, and I haven't really played it over the past month or two. But I'm getting back into the game now. I got the collector's edition on its way, so I will make a video when that gets here. And yeah, I'll be playing Dragonflight when it comes out, and hopefully it's good. I really hope that they can start off at a good point and just keep that throughout the whole expansion. Just stay good throughout the whole expansion, or even get better if they can. They have a problem with each expansion that comes out. Is they start off really hot, and then it starts dropping off, and then dropping off, and then everybody gets really mad, and then the last patch they give everybody what they want, and then you have what you want the last patch. So I'm usually always playing at the beginning of an expansion, and then I play at the end of an expansion, and that's like the only time I play. And I want this game to be consistently at the same level. So I hope that happens. I hope this is a good expansion. It kind of, like, this expansion is kind of the expansion that could possibly end WoW, because there usually is like a good expansion, bad expansion, good expansion, bad expansion, but there's been like 2 pretty bad expansions, so we'll see how this one goes. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.